Hey, how's it going, everyone? In this video today, I'm going to show you a method that I use to make sure that my emails land into my customer's inbox every single time. So what you'll probably find is when you send emails that a lot of the times they're not getting opened, or no one's replying, no one's clicking on them. It's probably because it might be going into their spam folders. So today I'll show you a method I use sometimes. I should use it more, but I get pretty lazy. So this is a method I use to determine whether an email I send will hit the inbox or the spam folder. So I'll show you how you do it. First, this is my get response dashboard. Get response is just like MailChimp or one of those other email autoresponders. Get response is just the one I use. This is the home page. So what I do is I start up a new list. I've already created it, so I won't do it again, but I create a new list and I put actually first I would go into Google Gmail and open up 3 new email addresses. So I've done this already. So my email addresses, I call it seed 1, seed 2, and seed 3. So I just made the email address Baihny's Realm seed 1, Baihny's Realm seed 2, Baihny's Realm seed 3. So once you've got those set up, you've got the emails and the passwords all set up, you go into your email autoresponder, create a new list, and add those 3 email addresses to that list. So what it will look like is something like this. So yeah, start up a new list, and then you've only got the 3 emails in there that you've just created, nothing else. And what we'll do then is I added that one in manually. Those 2 were through opt-in. So I'm not sure whether it matters if you add them in manually or you add them in through an opt-in page. I don't think it does. I haven't seen too much of a difference between open rates between the 3. So yeah, so you've got a list with just those 3 emails, and what we'll do is we'll just create an email. I'll just usually send a newsletter. We call it newsletters in Get Response. I don't know what they called in MailChimp or any of those other ones, but there's one I did earlier, so I know it works, but I'll create one from scratch. So we'll just call it something basic. Hey, my friend. This is just the one I did earlier, so that worked. We'll do it again so I can show you. Pick the email address you're sending it from and the email address that you want them to reply to. So the subject line's pretty basic. Start from scratch. And we'll just keep this email very basic, no links to start off with. I just want to show you how it roughly works. Get out of it. Hey, my friend. Don't forget. Okay, yep. That's pretty much. You just write a bit of crap. What you do is obviously you write your full email. What you would hang on a sec. What you would normally write, whether you're sending car insurance or whatever you're doing. So just put like a little thing down the bottom. What we do is firstly check the spam score. Fucking dog. Check the spam score. It says 2.49. That's a bit higher than what we want it to be. It says anything under 5 is going to be right, but that's a lie. So to get that down, we change it to plain text. So HTML to plain, and for some reason that keeps our spam score down to 1.3 usually. If it's any higher than that, it's getting a bit up there. So 1.3 seems to work okay for most of my emails, but it just depends. We'll do that. Very basic email. And what we do is we just send it to those 3 emails we set up earlier. So seed 1, seed 2, and 3. There's the list they're in. There's the 3 emails. Make sure that's right. It's all pretty basic. And send that off. That will take 60 seconds to send, and then probably another 30 or 40 seconds to before it ends up in the inbox. So I'll come back when it's good to go. Right, so we're back here, and this is obviously a desktop, and it's ended up in the promotion section, which isn't too bad. On your phone, that would be just in your normal inbox. So your phone doesn't separate primary, social, or promotions. When I checked it on my phone, it was just in the normal inbox and not the spam. And I think most emails would probably get checked on the phone these days anyway. So being a very basic email, it was probably always going to get through. And the reason why we do Gmail accounts is because Google's email filters are probably the best. So if you're sending an email and it's getting into people's inbox on a Gmail account, then Yahoo and Hotmail are pretty much guaranteed. They're nowhere near as strict and as filtered as the Gmail account. So it's very important that you don't ever click on that email, even if it ends up in your spam. If you click it, then Gmail will think you're interested in some way, and then most likely the next time you get an email, it will end up in your inbox, not your spam, because you've clicked on it. So never click on or open any of these, or you can click like the box and delete it, but never open an email that you've sent as one of these tests, because as soon as you open it, it just changes the whole ball game. So if you accidentally do open it, which I have done before and had to open up a new account, it just stuffs the whole system. So this ended up in the inbox. If the ones that you're testing end up in the spam filters, are in the spam box, first off, just change one bit at a time. Firstly, take out the link, send it, test it again. If it ends up in the spam, put the link back in, change out the headline. If it ends up in spam, take out parts of the email that you're writing. If you're writing something about free shipping, take out free and say no cost shipping. If you're saying buy now or purchase now, just try and use other words that aren't as spammy, and just try and replace words bit by bit until it hits the inbox. It could take you 5 or 10 emails, but it's better testing them on your own inbox than testing them on your customers, and then they're not opening, and who knows what's going on. No one's buying. So this is a good way to test it. So start off with that, and if you have any questions, or if you're watching this on YouTube and you want access to my closed Facebook group, I will add a link in the description. Click on that, answer a few questions, and you're in. If you are watching this in my closed Facebook group and you want access to, and you want to subscribe to me on YouTube, then I'll whack a link in there to for you to subscribe. So that being said, I think it's pretty basic. I think I've explained it. I could go in and show you step by step how to get one caught in the spam filters, but it would just take too long. I think you could pretty much work it out for yourself. So if you have a problem, like when I first started, I was getting very, very basic emails caught in the spam filters. Like I was just writing, hey friend, what's going on? See you this weekend. That sort of stuff was getting caught in spam filters. It wasn't until I started sending more and more emails and getting more and more emails opened and clicked on and replied to that I built up a bit of reputation with my email autoresponder, along with the email service providers that I'm sending them to. So now I can be a lot less lenient with what I say. I can mention a few things now that when I first started I just couldn't without it going into the spam filters. So if you are hitting the spam filters with a very basic emails, don't give up. Just keep sending emails, and even if you have to contact people via Facebook and tell them to open up your email, even get them to reply to you. If people start replying to your emails, then it shows that you're a legitimate person and not just someone spamming someone else. So see how that goes, guys. And if you've got any questions, leave them in the comments below and I will do my best to answer them. Thanks, guys.